I don't know about you, but my day doesn't start without a cup of joe. You may be thinking, a cup of what? Well, in North America, joe is commonly used slang for coffee, and instead of saying cup of, we often shorten it to cuppa. So would you like a cup of joe? Either way, by the end of this video, you'll be able to order any drink you'd like at a coffee shop like a native English speaker. Welcome to AirLearn English, where we make learning and mastering English simple, fun, and unforgettable. Now, you may think ordering a coffee in English is fairly simple and straightforward, but for non-native English speakers, it can be quite tricky. As an English teacher, I can tell you one thing. Grammar is usually where learners struggle the most. That's why I really like AirLearn. It doesn't just throw rules at you, it gives you quick, practical lessons you can actually use in real conversations. Let's get started. But first, I can't teach you English until I get my caffeine fix. Would you like to come with me to order coffee at an American coffee shop? Let's go. Hi, I'm a barista at Cozy Cup Coffee Shop. Barista is a term for someone who makes, brews, and serves coffee. And I'm a coffee-loving customer. I'm going to place an order with this barista. Listen carefully because this is a perfect example of what it's actually like to order coffee in America. After the conversation is done, I'll go deeper into the grammar and vocabulary you need to order coffee like a native English speaker. Hello, welcome to Cozy Cup. What can I get for you? Hi, could I please get a normal coffee? Yeah, would you like that hot or cold? Hot, please. And will that be for here or to go? To go. Got it. What size? Let's go with a medium today. Okay, and would you like room for cream? No cream, but could I have milk, please? Of course. What kind of milk would you like? Oh, what do you have? We have whole, skim, oat, almond, and soy milk. I'm not really sure. What do you recommend? I would go with the whole milk because it'll give the coffee a rich flavor and creamy texture. Wow, that sounds great. So I'll have one medium coffee then with a splash of whole milk. And what options do you have for sweeteners? We have white sugar, brown sugar, stevia, and honey. Okay, can I get some honey in that too, please? You got it. Anything else for you today? No, that'll be all. Thank you. You're welcome. That'll be $4.49. Cash or card? I'll pay with a card. All right, you're all set. Can I get a name for the coffee? Yeah, you can write Hannah. Okay, Hannah, you can go ahead and wait over there. Your coffee will be right out. Great, thanks so much. How was that? Were you able to follow the conversation, or did you get a little lost in all the slang and terminology? Didn't we ask each other a lot of questions? No worries, your coffee-loving barista English teacher is going to explain it all to you. Let's start with everyone's favorite, grammar. You'll notice the first request I made was, could I please get a normal coffee? Now, this is a more polite and formal way to order, especially since I added please after could I. But here's some other common ways you can ask for your beverage. Using the modal verb could, once again, you can say, could I have? Could I have a large mocha with almond milk? So both could I get and could I have are fine. For a more casual tone, you can use the modal verb can. Can I have, can I get a small latte with hazelnut syrup? This is more casual. Now, the most formal and polite sounding request is using the modal verb may. May I please have the lavender honey latte with oat milk? Two more common yet casual ways to order coffee are using the modal verbs would and will. But instead of saying I would like or I will have, a native speaker would usually say I'd like, I'll have. I'd like a black coffee to go. I'll have an iced coffee, please. Now, a note on politeness. In the US, it's standard to use the words please and thank you when ordering. I'm sure you know how and when to use thank you. And as for the word please, it can go after the phrase could I, may I, can I. For example, could I please get a normal coffee? Or you can say it at the end of the sentence, such as when I asked, can I get some honey in that, please? Shall I move on? Let's unpack some common vocabulary and phrases which we used in the conversation. First, you would have noticed the barista asked me, will that be for here or to go? For here or to go. In North American English, this phrase is commonly used to explain whether some food or drink should be prepared to consume in the restaurant or to take away. So to go simply means to take away, and the barista will likely give you your drink in a paper or plastic cup. You would have heard me say, "Let's go with a medium today." Now the phrase "let's go with" is used when there are several options to choose from, like coffee cup sizes. And this "to go with" is a phrasal verb which simply means to choose something. It's an informal way of speaking not often found in written English. One more example is, "Do you want a latte or cappuccino?" Then you can respond, "Let's go with a latte." Okay, this is a fun phrase. The barista asked me, "Would you like room for cream?" When the barista asks room for cream, they're referring to underfilling the cup of coffee so that you can add cream or milk if you'd like. When I ordered, I said, "I'll have 1 medium coffee then, with a splash of whole milk." Splash of milk just means adding a small amount of milk. It's not an exact measurement, but it's basically a quick pour. The next phrase we used in the conversation is, "You got it." "You got it" is just a slang used to confirm a request. In other words, saying, "Yeah, I'll do that for you." Perhaps you've heard this phrase before. I said, "No, that'll be all." So "that'll be all" is a commonly used phrase in service and retail settings to indicate that nothing more is needed. Similarly, "You're all set." "You're all set" is a common saying across the US, which means everything is done. Required tasks are completed and nothing more is needed. For example, I might say, "Oh, you paid the bill already? Then you're all set. You can go." At the end of our conversation, the barista told me, "You can go ahead and wait over there. Your coffee will be right out." Go ahead and wait. Go ahead is just another phrasal verb that is an invitation or permission to do something. For example, if you ask me, "Can I have a sip of your coffee?" I may reply, "Go ahead," meaning, yes, do it. In this context, it's meant to move the situation forward. "I'll go ahead and make your coffee now." You can go ahead and have a seat while you wait. This last phrase you will hear a lot in a restaurant setting in the US. Coffee will be right out. This phrase, "be right out," is used to indicate something will happen without any delay. Again, it's not an exact measurement of time, but essentially means, "I'm coming," or "your coffee is coming without any delay." So, do you think you're ready to order coffee in an American coffee shop now? Well, just for some fun practice, I challenge you to write in the comments the most complicated coffee order you possibly can. Here's mine. Could you kindly prepare me a skim milk mocha latte, preferably made from fair trade coffee beans and doused with extra chocolate syrup? I need a double shot of espresso, less foam, and a sizable helping of whipped cream. Please add a dash of cinnamon, ensure that the temperature is precisely 150 degrees Fahrenheit, and serve it in an aesthetically pleasing coffee mug. Have fun with it. I can't wait to read your responses. If you'd like, you can check out the AirLearn app to practice English in an engaging manner anytime, anywhere. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe for future lessons. Practice daily, and I'll see you next time on AirLearn English.